Imagine this. For decades, Uranus, the most mysterious of our giant planets, seemed to have 27 moons. That was the official number. But now, NASA's James Webb Space Telescope has spotted something nobody expected: a brand new moon silently orbiting Uranus, hidden in plain sight for centuries. And here's the kicker. It's so small and so faint that it evaded every telescope on Earth until now. So, why did NASA keep this under wraps until recently? What does this mean for our understanding of Uranus, and could there be even more moons lurking in the shadows of the outer solar system? Tonight, we dive deep into the mystery of Uranus's hidden moon and why this tiny rock could change everything we know about the solar system. Let's rewind a little. Uranus has always been a strange world. Discovered in 1781 by William Herschel, it was the first planet found with a telescope. Unlike Jupiter or Saturn, Uranus is tilted almost completely on its side. Imagine a spinning top that's fallen over. This bizarre tilt makes its seasons extreme and unpredictable. Now, what about its moons? For centuries, astronomers believed Uranus had only a handful. Voyager 2's flyby in 1986 revealed many more, bringing the total to 27. These moons have strange names, drawn not from mythology like other planets, but from Shakespeare and Alexander Pope: Oberon, Titania, Miranda, Ariel, Umbriel. Each has its own mysteries: cracked icy surfaces, deep canyons, signs of ancient geological activity. But despite all this, Uranus has been largely ignored. Since Voyager, no spacecraft has returned, and in that silence, Uranus kept its secrets. Fast forward to 2025. NASA's James Webb Space Telescope, orbiting far beyond the moon, has been peering into deep space with unmatched clarity. Webb's infrared eyes can pierce through cosmic dust, see faint galaxies from the dawn of time, and apparently spot a tiny speck of rock circling Uranus. This is where things get exciting. While ground-based telescopes struggled with Uranus's distance and faint light, Webb had the resolution and sensitivity to notice a faint, moving object near the planet, something that hadn't been cataloged before. Astronomers analyzed the data. They checked orbital paths, compared with older observations, and confirmed this wasn't noise, this wasn't a background star. It was real. Uranus had a new moon. So, what exactly did they find? This new moon is tiny, just a few kilometers across. Imagine a rock the size of a small city circling one of the largest planets in the solar system. No wonder it's been missed for so long. It orbits faintly, reflecting very little sunlight. That's why it stayed invisible even to powerful observatories like Hubble or Keck in Hawaii. For Webb, however, it stood out just enough. This moon may not have an official name yet, but by tradition, it will likely be named after another character from Shakespeare or Pope. Imagine maybe Prospero II or some yet unseen figure from The Tempest. Now, you might ask, why does a rock a few kilometers wide matter? Well, in planetary science, even small discoveries have huge implications. Each moon tells us something about how its parent planet formed, how debris coalesced, and how gravitational forces shaped the solar system. If Uranus can hide a moon this long, how many more are we missing? Could Uranus have dozens of tiny satellites, like hidden jewels waiting to be found? Every new moon discovered helps refine our models of planetary systems, not just ours, but those orbiting other stars as well. And here's the most thrilling part. Small moons often act as time capsules. They're leftovers from the chaotic early solar system, chunks of rock and ice that never grew into planets. By studying them, scientists can peer 4.5 billion years into the past. But here's where it gets even more mysterious. If James Webb found this tiny moon, what else is hiding out there? Could there be faint rings we've missed, debris fields, or even moons around Neptune and Uranus that are still undiscovered? And if that's true, what about the infamous Planet 9? If we're still missing moons around Uranus, maybe we're also overlooking an entire hidden planet beyond Neptune. This tiny discovery reopens the question: how complete is our picture of the solar system? Are we only scratching the surface? The timing couldn't be better. NASA has been considering a flagship mission to Uranus in the 2030s, a full-scale orbiter similar to how Cassini explored Saturn. Imagine what that spacecraft could find. Not just tiny moons, but perhaps underground oceans, hidden activity, and even signs that Uranus's moons could harbor the conditions for life. This new moon discovery adds fuel to that push. It's a reminder that Uranus is far from boring. It's a treasure trove waiting to be explored. So, let's take a step back. A tiny, faint, city-sized rock orbiting Uranus doesn't sound like headline news, but in reality, it's a clue. A whisper from the far reaches of the solar system that we still don't know everything. Uranus was hiding a secret for decades. And thanks to James Webb, we've uncovered another piece of the cosmic puzzle. But this is just the beginning. Because if a world as large as Uranus can still surprise us, what else is hiding out there, in the darkness, just beyond our sight? Stay curious, because the universe always has another secret waiting to be revealed.